guys, whole future, Dr. Ben here. Wanted to make a video. I don't necessarily like doing videos about current events and people that died and celebrity news, but I just things really struck a chord with me and I just wanted to say my piece. So here it goes. Big Tom Petty fan. Tom Petty was the first cassette that I ever bought like 25 years ago or 26 years ago, Into the Great Wide Open. I was like 10 years old or something like that. And really loved Tom Petty, and was really saddened by the news. I mean, it seems like a lot of famous singers, David Bowie, and all these people have died recently, and you know, people claimed, oh, they had such an influence on me, but none of those really resonated with me. I wasn't people that I'd heard of, but I wasn't a big fan of. And Tom Petty's death, I almost cried. And I've been listening to Tom Petty radio on Sirius XM now, pretty much nonstop all day, and it's sad. And he's only 66 years old. And at the same time, we've also got this shooting in Las Vegas where like 500 plus people were shot and 59 of them died, or whatever the number is, and that number may go up, and that's tragic too. And but what I wanted to glean from this is that Tom Petty had a cardiac arrest. He died of essentially heart disease. And this is a disease that kills 600,000 people every year. And we just kind of go, oh, it was so sad. It was before his time. He was only 66 years old, you know? It was just too bad. Hugh Hefner lived to 91, and that's not fair. And yeah, I agree. It's unfortunate that he had to die so young, but we brush it off like, oh, it was a heart attack. Like, what could you do? Whereas, like, 500 people get shot, and we say, okay, maybe we need to do something about gun control, and this comes up, we can do so, like, there's this sense of like we can do something. Well, here's the thing: about 600,000 people die of heart disease every year, and about it's in the, I think 11,000 people this year have died of gun violence so far. So you say like 15,000 generously a year. That means that 40x the amount of people die of heart disease that die of gun violence every year, and you don't hear people saying, oh, we need to do something about this heart disease. It's just sort of like, oh, he just died. Well, the fact is, we can do something about the heart disease. That's what I'm here to say. I'm here to say that Tom Petty didn't have to die. Okay? That heart disease is completely preventable and reversible on a whole food plant-based diet. Had people question me about this. Is this a vegan diet? Are you saying vegans don't get heart disease? No, it's not exactly what I'm saying. A whole food plant-based diet is a vegan diet with no processed foods, no white flour, no white sugar, no oil, nothing processed, just plants as they grow out of the ground, minimally processed, predominantly full, fresh, raw fruits and vegetables that require absolutely no processing. You just cut them up and put them in your mouth and you eat them. And this diet this way of eating has been shown to not only prevent heart disease, but reverse it. I worked in a clinic where literally people would come in that had strokes. They were on a walker. We fed them this diet, and sometimes in as little as a week, they were off the walker. And so this disease is not only preventable, it is reversible. If somebody had told Tom Petty, if someone had gotten through to him, if someone had even known that he had heart disease, because he seemed like such a healthy guy, and he was lean, and he was happy, and he just did this giant 40th anniversary tour. And the thing is, things like high blood pressure, there are no other symptoms other than your blood pressure. So if you have the disease, you don't even know it. But it's killing people, and we just go, oh yeah, he died of heart disease. Like, oh well, no. It's not something it's like when people die of, like, he died of a routine medical procedure. It's like somebody freaking offed the guy, okay? And in this case, somebody died of something that was completely preventable, completely reversible, had he known the information. So I love Tom Petty. I wish this hadn't happened. If this saves someone's life, I hope it does. I hope it gets out there. And people say I'm like using this as like some pedestal to preach my ideas. It's like, no, somebody died. They didn't have to die. Here's what they could have done. It's the #1 killer of Americans. I don't want anybody else to die. I'm putting this information because I'm sick of seeing people get dropped. And it's just like, oh well, like, what it's no, it's ridiculous. And I'm speaking up and I'm saying something. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram, Whole Future on Instagram. Been posting a lot more on Instagram lately, and I will catch you guys next video. Thanks a lot. One more thing, if you want to learn how to succeed on a whole food plant-based diet, I have a ebook you can download, and you sign up for my email list. It's free. I'll put a link below. Also, highly urge you to check out the book Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn. Shows you how to do it, shows you the clinical research to show that it works, and all the information's there. I'll put links down below. Check it out.